tea time. Tea time, tea time. Tea time, tea time. Yes, tea time, tea time. Won't you come and sip with me? Wake up, chat. Wake up, chat. What it do though, chat? What it do though? Tea time, chat. What you sipping on, chat? Go ahead, pull it up, chat. Pull it up, chat. Pull it up. Pull it up, chat. Pull it up. Pull it up, chat. Pull it up. Andre. Big salute, Andre. How you feeling out there, bruh? I know you on your way to go get it. On your way to go get it. Big salute to everybody out there that's getting ready to go get to the money. Big salute to all the bag chasers out there. Big salute to all the paper chasers. Big salute to all the go-getters out there. Big salute to you, Andre. Blessings on your day, family. Blessings on everybody's day. Yeah, man, everybody's day be full of blessings and stress-free. Full of blessings and stress-free. Man, ain't no problem, Andre, man. Thank you for checking on me, man. Thank you. You know that, hey, you know that's what you're gonna get when you come check on me. You ain't gonna get nothing but praise and, you know, good wishes. Yeah, praise and good wishes, Andre. So I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you checking on me. So I gotta make sure, you know, I try to send some type of good vibe your way to all my people way that come check on me. You know what I'm saying? All my people to come check on me. Hey, Andre, if you don't mind me asking, what type of work you do? What type of work you into? Or what I should say, what type of business would you like to put into yourself? What would be your love? What would be your job that you wouldn't look at as a job? Something that you love to do, a talent that you got. And that's questions for anybody that want to answer. What my talented people at? What my people that got a talent that not too many people got or nobody else really got? While my people come talk to me, I think you told me that before too, Andre. I think you told me that too before. I think you did tell me that. A restaurant, that'd be a good idea. Can you cook? Can you cook? You got cooking skills? Do you got that sauce? Do you got that flavor? But restaurant, yeah, restaurant. But see, the thing about the restaurant industry, I've noticed, if you open a restaurant, once you start booming, you got to stay consistent. You know, the bad thing about the restaurant industry, can't satisfy everybody. Yeah, that's the only bad thing. But one thing I've noticed out in Africa, once your food stand or your restaurant gets booming, shit, you can't take no days off. That's like the lady at the store right behind me that be frying the bread. Only time she open up and I is when I guess she lacking for money. And it always take her 2 to 3 days to get back in rotation. You know what I'm saying? Just like the coffee shop. And some of the employees, they don't like coming to work. So some days they be up, a lot of days they be down. Yup. Hey, loyalers, where's your donation? I'll show it to you. Where's your donation? If you would like to see, I'll show it to you. Leave me a donation. If you got it. If you don't got it, I totally understand. My response to you gonna have to be, don't worry about it. Hakuna Matata. Yeah, my response gonna have to be to you, loyalers, is Hakuna Matata. King Pain. Big salute, King Pain. Big salute, King Pain. Hey, user, do you know your people stole that? You know, that's an African symbol, right? Did you know that? Yeah, that's an African symbol of power and energy. Yup. Yup. Big salute, chat. I'm not begging. I'm telling you. Loyalers, I'm giving you an option. So you wasting words. Don't make excuses for you being broke. Don't make excuses. I don't make excuses for me being broke. I just try to get right. Loyalers, you know, because for one, my hair don't got nothing to do with you. You off topic. For one, loyalers, you worrying about my hair. Yeah, my hair looking a mess right now. But since you off topic, that's what made me say, where your donation? No, you worry about my hair? Something simple as that, easy money. Yeah. Nah, I don't listen to Ziggy Marley, but I know who Ziggy Marley is. Snoop Dogg too. No, I'm giving you an option, loyalers. Either don't worry about it, or if you really want to see, leave a donation. Simple as that. Is this your way of getting attention, loyalers? Well, you got a lame way of begging for it till you begging for my attention. You got a strange way of begging, loyalers. Yeah. Ha ha. You begging for attention, I'm begging for donations. Where we gonna meet at? Is we gonna meet halfway? Huh, loyalers? Sub up, chat. Hit that subscribe button, chat. Yeah, hit that subscribe button, chat. Yeah, sub up, chat. Y'all see who y'all got me dealing with this morning? Let's make sure they hit that. At least if they ain't got no, if they can't, donate to the cause, at least they can subscribe. Yeah, you want attention here, you gotta be a subscriber. Or keep on scrolling. Scroll on along. Zoe, what up though, Zoe, baby? Good morning to you. Happy Friday. On this Good Friday, how you feeling today? How you feeling today, Zoe, baby? It's tea time. Yeah, it's tea time, chat. But the pen, this not a madman's message. Nah, this ain't a madman's message. That's why I'm glad. See, back in the day, they used to write everything down. See, technology has evolved us. Recording these videos, recording these live streams, this is the new pen, the new way to document. Yeah. So when people say, oh, Kutty over there tripping, he over there going crazy, he over there this, he over there that. Nah, all my moves of progress and prayer and hope and motivation have been documented. Yeah, it's gonna make a good book. That's why I wouldn't erase none of my footage. Yeah, because once you start erasing, writing and erasing, you disqualify yourself. Yeah, you disqualify yourself for being a part of history. Yep. So just try not to make any videos that go against guidelines. Try to keep it original. Yeah, keep it original. Ooh, got that flu. May blessings on you, baby. May you shake that flu off. You just sit back, relax. The best thing to do, Zoe, baby, try to fast. Try not to eat anything. Try to get fluids in you. Let your body reset itself. The first day gonna be hard, second day be hard, but third day, they say it take 3 to 4 days for your stomach and things to reset. 80% of your immune system is in your stomach. So you need to clean your stomach out by fasting. So, that flu don't have nothing to eat on where it can get big and strong and make you more sick. Fasting is the best way to detox and heal and reset your body. Yep. I got a whole big month coming up of fasting and praying and yeah. Yep. Oh, I'm good, Zoe, baby. I ain't got no complaints. No complaints at all. Because you know what they say, if you complain, don't nobody really want to listen. Don't nobody want to hear no grown folk crying. Yeah, don't nobody want to hear no grown folks crying. So I have no complaints, Zoe, baby. I have none. Plus, I don't want to stress you out with none of my complaints anyway. St. James, Medawana, Sakoma, Laffy. Big salute, St. James. How you feeling out there, St. James? What's the word on the street, my brother? Marijuana. Kind of, I get think marijuana kind of like sarcoma. Yeah, like what's up? How you doing? I know that's how they greet people in more they out here. What is wana? I don't know exactly what wana is, but I know that's a part of the greeting. Sarcoma. Like marijuana, but metalana. Am I pronouncing it right? Yeah. I guess sarcoma could be like, hey, and marijuana could be like, how you are. It's a greeting. Shit, I should be asking you what it means, St. James. What the exact word? I don't know exactly what it means. I just know it's a greeting. Cause I thought they were saying marijuana. I'm like, shit, where the gas at? but my people was like, nah, that's part of the greeting. But I know sarcoma, that's definitely okay. It means what's up. Okay. Okay. So what do sarcoma mean? Cause I got like, people say it mean this, it mean that. But I be thinking some people don't translate right. Yeah, I be thinking some of the people I be having translating, well, they say they can translate, but they know the damn well they don't be putting the words right. Okay, same thing. Okay, okay. I figured that. I figured that much. Cause the word I hear the most is sarcoma. But when I hear the elders speak, they say sarcoma, marijuana, laugh it, baby, laugh it, bala. And when I hear him say laugh it, baby, it reminds me of people in the deep south talking. Oh, they laughy, laughy. Say what they saying. Who runs the business in Burkina? What you mean, St. James? Who run the business? Like my jewelry company business, I run it. Um, my business is what is the business structure? It is a comparative. So it's a collective of I got 6 people. If I include me, 6. So it's a comparative business. But you got different business structures. But the people that run the business, you basically run your business. You got to pay a little tax every year, depending on your business structure. Because I know my agriculture business and my consulting and all that business structure we got to pay a tax on that every year. But the jewelry company, we don't got to pay a tax on it. We just have to involve. Since I'm dealing with art and culture, I have to involve. What they require me to involve is a community that has been displaced by the violence, and we have to make jobs for them off of their talent. Like I chose a group of displaced people that makes baby clothes out of the cotton. And I would say the ministers run the business. And then, but if you into gold, bullion, mining and all that, you gotta go through the government. Anything dealing with mining and all that, you gotta go through the government. Yeah, you gotta go through the government. But what exactly do you mean, St. James? Did I answer the question right, or that is not exactly what you mean? Like, what you mean? Who runs the business? in Burkina Faso. Okay. Okay. But yeah, when you register your business, you got to go through the ministries. You got to get you a good lawyer or an advocate. Most of the time, they're in the same office, but you do have advocates that got their own offices because they handle everything else. Get with the lawyer and the advocate, and you pay them a fee, and they'll go do all your ministry work. Because it's like it's set up that way. It's like parts to a car. Everybody got their role they supposed to play. And then they stamp off, they give you your government stamp and document you, put your business in the journal so it's documented. And but yeah, the people run the business, unless you're dealing with mining and gold and stuff, because that's what's right now, the mining industry, the resource helping the people whose villages are sitting on gold mines, now they can get top dollar. Now they can, the old ladies that, St. James, the old ladies that be out there sweeping the dirt up and be, panning. Now the gold that they collect, they can go get proper payment for it. Instead of getting $1 a gram, they can get, how much is gold a gram now? Well, we'll say $80. They can get $70, $75. They can get their money's worth. So you see a lot of people, you see a lot of new cars, you see a lot of new stuff. Yeah, you see everybody buying new. All the kids got EV bikes. Yeah, all the kids got electric bikes. And yeah, I'm seeing people spending money. People making money, people spending money. Money going around. Yeah, people got money now. People got money to buy what they want. Buy what they want and what they need. Tough woman, big salute, tough woman. How you feeling out there, baby? Good to see you this morning, boo. But yeah, as far as the business, pretty much the people run the business. People are getting paid off what the government is making off the gold and other resources that they selling. But I think that's the only thing they really got in a that they really control. Like you got to go through the state. Like say when I go buy my bars of gold and silver, no matter how big it is, the government got a list of people. Like I would say the bullion dealers or the gold dealers, the gold and silver dealers, they're a part of the government now. Because there's a website where you go to and you could pick who you want to shop with to get your gold and silver. Yep. And then you get a paperwork with your gold and silver, but you just can't ship it out the country. If you want your gold and silver from Burkina, the government got to send it to you. Yep, the government got to send it to you. Yep, that's the only way to get your raw gold and raw minerals out the country. I would say gold because that's the most important one right now. That's the one where they're making all the money. The gold, and yeah. But really, everything, all the resources, they want you. eBay want people to come here, make a product, start you a business, register you a business, create you a product, and then you could leave with it. That's why I'm creating my products. I already got my business and all that stuff registered, got the hard stuff out the way. Took forever. Now I can go do what I do. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, for the most part, The people run their businesses. That's why it's hard. That's why when you hear people, when I hear people talk about Burkina Faso on these panels, talking about how much people get paid and all that, they don't know. They don't know how much people get paid. That's just, the typical salary. Now things have changed. The pay has gone up. People working. Um, Majority of the people got their own businesses. So you don't know how much money people making. But one thing I do know is people are making money because babies that can't even talk, they know what money is. So I know everybody out here counting money because babies watch everything. So if I give a baby uh, a hundred seafood, they want that. They know what money is. So I know they sitting at home watching mama and daddy count money out. And then going to the bank. Man, people in there with suitcases of money. Suitcases. Yeah, so, when it come to doing business in Burkina, it's pretty much fair. Yeah, doing business here is made for you to win. It's not made for you to lose. Yeah, it's not made for you to lose. It's made for you to win. And everything is done in a proper, fair way. I could say starting a business here, it was a lot easier than America. America, they do things quicker, but they want money when you ain't made no money yet. See, out here, they not really requesting no money. They give you time to make money. That's the thing I like about out here. If you don't make no money, shit, you ain't really got to worry about taxes. That's why all businesses, when you get your EIN numbers and all that, when you can start selling products, yeah, it's good to write them receipts out and all that. It'll help you. It can help you and hurt you. Yep, help you and hurt you. So, pretty much the people, everybody out here, it's more people out here that's independent with their own businesses than it is that I would say work for the government. Yeah. That one thing I could say about Burkina Faso. It kind of seems like that all over Africa. Because you got Africa still built on mom and pop stores. Or what moms and pops and them used to hustle is passed down to the kids. Or you keep doing the hustle that your moms and pops doing. Like one of my partners, his dad, was the man at the airport. So now he took his dad's spot. Him and his brother start out at the airport, but he the only one that's still there at the airport. You know. Yeah, happy Good Friday, tough woman. But yeah, doing business here is, I would say, more beneficial for people. Yeah, more beneficial. A lot less headache. You just gotta have patience. Let your paperwork go through. And I think that's because the lack of laptops, the lack of computers, the lack of memory storage, which they are upgrading. But I think the time it take to do the paperwork, I think that's why it takes so long. And then for foreigners, they gotta vet you. Yeah, they gotta vet you. Make sure you not coming to cause mischief in the land. So yeah, so pretty much the people. It's like a even thing. You know, the government is involved, making sure people do fair business, make sure people not corrupt. That's the main thing. Smashing out corruption. People scared to be corrupt around here. Shit, being corrupt around here, boy, get you in trouble. Big trouble. But it was like that before the revolution. But now it's clamped down tight now. But they don't play that corrupt shit. Just like I was telling the people I got stopped by the police and they charged me a nice little hefty fee because I didn't have no helmet. When I ain't seen none of them officers no more. Yeah, I ain't seen none of them no more. Yep. Big salute to the chat. Sub up, chat. Sub up, chat. Y'all hit that subscribe button. Come through. Engage and interact. Chat. Yeah. Come engage and interact. Yeah. Sub up, chat. Sub up, chat. Well, the Labala Brigade, they still out. They still out. But yeah, I think them officers that, yeah, somebody told on them. Yeah, somebody told on them. Shit, I think they probably had the whole department sit down, and because I think it's usually during the week you'll see the police out directing traffic. It's been a couple of days, shit, we ain't seen them. So usually when everybody need to be addressed that's in authority, they round up everybody and let them know what's going on. Yep. I think it was like 12,000. I thought it was gonna be like, 1,000, see for 2,000. The most I ever paid was 5,000. But yeah, it hit me for 12,000. That's why it was a lady that they stopped. Auntie, she was going slack. That one I knew they was in trouble. She was going off. Yeah, they got me, St. James. And they was out there collecting. Somebody had to pay for something. But I didn't argue with them. I just paid. Cause one of the young boys like, man, don't even argue with them. They gonna get what's coming to them. When he said that, I was like, boom. Let me go on by my way. And I would tell him one of my partners, he was like, nah. And I think he told our police partner, and my partner that's a part of the police, he not no little dude. Yeah, he a big dude. Yeah, all I'm gonna say is Interpol. Yeah, he big, he big time. So yeah, once he got that, cause when it come to me, he don't play. He don't play. He don't play. Yeah, he don't play when it come to me. My Naba. We call him Naba. Yeah. Yeah, St. J, you know what that name mean? If you got Naba on your name, people call you Naba, boy, you somebody. And I ain't talking about the village Naba neither. Yeah, I ain't talking about the village Naba. Yeah, so I ain't tripping. I ain't tripping at all. You know. But yeah, when I seen it was 12,000, I seen how everybody was acting. I said, oh yeah, they ain't gonna last long. They finna get themselves in trouble. Sub up, chat. Sub up, chat. That subscribe button, chat. Come through, engage, and interact. Yeah, engage and interact. Yep. Nah, this happened some weeks ago. Yeah, I didn't have to take names. Shit, the people. You know, I can't go make no complaint, but the people that was getting stopped. That's why I say somebody. I think the head officer that was a part of that little group. I think he was desperate for something. It was a desperation move. Just as I'm evaluating all of what was going on, a desperation move that got him in trouble. Yeah, so I didn't necessarily have to take names. If anybody took names, Auntie Nim took names because she was going off. I don't know what she was saying, but they were trying to calm her down in the nicest way, and it was wild. That when I knew they was up to no good, cause no ticket, nope. They wasn't writing tickets. Yeah, they wasn't writing tickets. Shit. Well, no, if you didn't have the money, they'd give you a ticket and take your bike. Yeah, yeah. If you ain't had the money, yeah, they'll so the ticket is just to get your bike back. Yeah, the ticket is just to get your bike back. Yeah, that's if you can't pay right now on the spot. Yeah, the ticket was just to get your bike back. Yeah, that's why I say shit. That was a few months ago, but I already knew that they was gonna get in trouble. Desperation. Somebody told it. That one thing about Burkina, boy, if you up to no good, boy, somebody gonna tell it. Yeah, if you up to no good, like I say, when Auntie was going off, I said, oh yeah, they up to no good. Young boy was the one that was speaking English. The young boy and the head and the guy that was collecting the money, he spoke damn good English. So it's no telling what what he had going on. He might have been getting put out the country. You know, ain't no telling. Because he was talking damn good English to me, talking about, you from Ghana? Where you from? I want to say, bro, where you from? uh, Cause I was like, man, all I got is 10,000. He was like, man, we gotta have 12, bro. We gotta have 12,000. But yeah, it wasn't right. But they got whatever was coming for them. They got it, St. James. You know, that's one thing for sure. When it come to people signing up for the military and the police, hey, St. James, do you know how many people joined the military since eBay been in office? This gonna blow people's mind. This is something that they not putting on the news. eBay was able to raise, they said in 2 years, 2 years, eBay was trying to, get like, I think a couple 100,000 men. Shit, over a million men joined the army. A million men and women joined the armed forces. Over a million. But that's the whole armed forces. That doesn't include The AES security forces, which I think each country donated, each country put up 5,000 active. So 5,000 from Burkina, 5,000 from Mali, and 5,000 from Niger. But altogether, each country put up 25,000 soldiers. So that's 150. And they is not lacking equipment. You know, I grew up around the American military. Boy, these they cutting deals with these gold mines and diamond mines with Russia and China to get whatever military equipment they need. See, this stuff that they're not gonna put in the news. That's why they meeting in Mali. That's why the U.S. delegation, what they trying to meet, because now it's African countries that if they really wanted to, if the AES had a navy, if they had access to the water, they would have boats and ships pulling up, being built. And I should have tuned in to Donnis. I should have tuned in to Donnis last night. I fell asleep. They did all that talking about Senegal, but I bet you them fools don't even know that Senegal got a Air Force base, U.S. Air Force base out there. Liberia got a secret Navy base for the Marines. They talking about how developed Senegal is. They were talking about Islam last night. Don't nobody on the panel know nothing about Islam. But what white supremacy fed them? They probably don't even know nothing about the Bible. And it's so sad. So I didn't watch the whole panel, but I watched the start. They still think Islam came. They still think Arabs and Muslims is the same thing. It's a shame to see that all those people over there went and got all that education. They got all that education over there. White supremacy education at that, right? And they don't even know the difference between an Arab and a Muslim. But got the nerve to speak on it. That's the sad part. That's why I'm like, damn, they useful idiots, really. Useful idiots. Don't know nothing about Islam. I say, boy, that's crazy. But it's true. 90% of black folk don't know. They don't even know that the religion that was passed to them from the slave masters, it's still slaves. Just because they think they not slaves because they not in bondage, in chains. They think they not slaves. But something tells me that the next time Donnis come to Africa, oh, they gonna make sure he know about Islam. Because he just showed the world his lack of knowledge and everybody and a lack of knowledge of everybody on his panel. They don't even know Islam is not even a religion. It's a spiritual practice. It's spirituality. A religion is something like the Christianity, which was doctored on to keep slaves under control, to make it okay for the slaves to get kicked in their butt. Now, if they want to know real Christianity, they're gonna have to go to, go to Ethiopia for that. But these folk don't know nothing about religion. And that's probably because a lot of those people that be over there on Dinah's platform, including Dinah's, they idolaters. They worship idols and stuff like that. Just like Dinah's, he rep a Greek fraternity, right? He a Greek freak. His boy Brandon, a Greek freak. Slaves. They want to be the slave masters. Greek freaks. Well, that's what we call them in America. Greek freaks. The sororities, the black boule, basically. Yeah, the black boule. That's why I don't go over there often. I pop up to shake it up a little bit, because me being God's power tool, a soldier for God, I gotta go over there and shake up the wicked. Yeah, I gotta go over there and shake the wicked up. Yeah, let them know that those of us that's on the path of righteousness, yeah, we watching y'all. Yeah, we watching y'all. Yep. Yeah, I got the exact numbers, yeah. Man, I see these boys riding. Look, yeah. Like I say, they put it on the news, see, and they say ain't no news coming out of Burkina Faso, right? All the news channels in Burkina Faso, it's because these dumb Negroes can't speak French. These dumb Negroes can't speak French. So they can't keep up. But I understand that they use these talking points for clicks and views. Anybody, they gonna come to this internet and say anything for clicks and views. And that's another reason why I didn't tap in, because he was speaking on religion. Ain't no such thing as Islamic extremists. The Islamic extremists that they know of was created by the American government. The West. That means America and Europe, along with them small hats. Ain't no such thing as no Islamic extremism. But when you slaves of the West, and they control what you consume on as far as information, shit, what can you do? But be stuck on repeat of what they say. Stuck inside the box. So by Donnis speaking on Islam, he might have opened the door for itself. It could be a good door, and it could be a bad door. It could help his business, because he a traveling. Don't he do tours? But Adonis, boy, you speaking on Islam. It's been plenty of people that's been stoned for speaking blasphemy out here. Boy, when you come to Africa, Adonis, you got a money target on your back. That's why they treat you with so much love, because you come to spend money. But when it comes to this religion and spirituality, it's bigger than the money. So I hope that you don't get yourself or nobody else hurt, my boy. Boy, because speaking on religion, that is a very, very touchy topic. That can get you hurt. In Nigeria, it has gotten little girls killed. It has gotten little girls stoned to death for speaking blasphemy about on Islam. So only time will tell. As much as he loves Senegal, he loved Ivory Coast and St. James, they don't even realize Africa is 60% Islam, 40%. I say 50% Islam, 40% Christianity, and 10% everything else. Because when you speak about African spirituality, you got to put Islam in there. Because that's where Islam comes from, spirituality. You see, the Kaaba is not the religious center of the world. It is the spiritual center of the world. See, them folk over there got all that knowledge. That's the sad part. They got all that knowledge over there and dumb as a box of damn rocks. They don't got no God. Those are the disbelievers, the non-believers. Ain't got no God. Only God they know of is the God that the slave masters gave our ancestors and passed down, that they holding on to. And they don't even know that God. They don't read no Bibles. They ain't, man, they ain't read none of that. They ain't read none of that. They ain't read none of that. So that one reason why I ain't even told, because I wasn't finna get on there and catch no headache, argue with them about things they can't even control. I'm just sitting back like, damn. I hope that people don't, religious people don't pay that live that he did last night too much attention. For his sake. Yeah, for his sake. Cause boy, when he go back to synagogue, they're gonna be like Donis. He need to go sit down with the elders of the Dogon tribe. He need to go sit down and they need to give him a breakdown. Because I see he hasn't acquired the information. Yeah, he hasn't acquired the information. He hasn't acquired the knowledge. I can see that now. I can see that now. He hasn't acquired the knowledge. And I see him promoting the Dogon tribe. You know, they believe in spirituality and they practice Islam. So when he goes to Nigeria and all these other countries, these boys, they not paying attention. They not paying attention. Especially them folk out there in Nairobi, Kenya. They don't even realize. Yeah, Christianity big out there, but they surrounded by Islam too. Yeah, they surrounded by Islam too. Like I told y'all, Africa is 50% Islam, 40% Christianity, and 10% everything else. Every country you go to in Africa, you're going to find some mosques. You ain't going to find just one. You're going to find some mosques. Yeah. And everything stems from Islam, from Abraham. Do you know what Donna said to me on the live one time? Big salute, Prince Donna Samir, search for Yuru. When I asked them who started Islam, he said Muhammad. Oh, man. They would have smacked upside his head in Senegal if they would have heard him say that. He said Muhammad started Islam. Oh man, these boy, hey, black Americans. Oh man. Oh man, my black folks in America, man, we got to get off that white supremacy education. Damn. He don't even know that Ibrahim, which in America would that you would call Abraham, the father of religions. He the one that named everybody Muslims. Yeah, he started all the other Christianity. Well, I ain't gonna say he started Christianity. I'm gonna say the 12 tribes are the ones that started the 12 tribes after Abraham. His offspring, I would say what grandkids, because after Abraham it was Isaac and Jacob, and then Isaac and Jacob was the fathers of the 12 tribes, I think, right? Well, however it go exactly. That was the start of Christianity. Yep. Religious practice. Islam is a way of life. Islam is spirituality. But see, that's what happens when people don't read. They lack the knowledge. And see, when people lack the knowledge, shit, they'll say anything to make themselves sound good. If anything, Islam been saving Africa. Those religious extremists is the ones that's been destroying Africa. If anything, let me say that again. If anything, Islam saved Africa. Oh, and on another note, black Muslims are the ones that turned the Arabs into Muslims. Arabs are not Muslim. Look, they talking about the UAE and the UAE. Those are Arabs and sheiks that love to touch on little boys. United Arab Emirates. The name speaks for itself. Iran, who America's messing with, that's a real Muslim country. Long live the revolution. Saudi Arabia, the reason Muhammad left Yemen and Saudi Arabia in charge as overseers over the mosques because they were the most diehard for God. Yep. That's why they got blessed as overseers of the mosque. The Yemenis, those are the ones that fought with Muhammad. That the Yemenis, the ones that just ran the U.S. Navy out of the Red Sea. Yep. So the slaves are the ones that gave Islam to the Arabs. It's documented in your Bible and in your Quran. But the people that don't read ain't gonna know. See, they go to church and listen to a man talk. They don't read themselves. Hold on, y'all. Let me go piss real quick. Yeah, they don't read. They just go off what they done heard. I heard. But when it comes to religion, let the religious folk and the spiritual folk do the talking. That's like somebody out the congregation, somebody in the congregation that's supposed to be in there listening, trying to tell somebody about religion. trying to tell somebody about spirituality. I said, man, I'm not getting on this damn panel. These folks on here making themselves look like they ain't got, look dumb. That's why ain't no Muslims get up there, because they knew that all those people that got on that panel and said the things that they said, they taking Islam as a mockery, and God don't like that. Because those folk, they don't got no God. They don't got no God. And if they do got a God, they don't represent him. And then if they are part of a Greek fraternity, they so damn confused. The Greek gods come from the African god pantheon. They just got different names. So they already confused. The Kappas and the Omegas and the Zetas and the AKAs, and they can't even go to church. Those are idolaters. They worship idols. But you see what happened to your brain when you raised around white supremacy? Yeah, because they raised, we all raised around white supremacy. But I think what saved me was my mother being in the military and me experiencing things all over the world. So I didn't get baptized under the white supremacy doctrine like they being. I had a chance to experience things at a younger age. Daniel Berry Sports, big salute, Daniel Berry. Big salute, Daniel Berry. My fault, Daniel Berry. I'm glad I seen Tough Woman messages then. I was talking Daniel Berry, my fault. Big salute, Daniel Berry. Big salute to the chat. Sub up, chat. Sub up, chat. So when it comes to religion, you see, Muslims don't be out there trying to push Islam on nobody. Nah, they don't be trying to push Islam. But you see Christians, they'll come knock on your door and, are you ready for Jehovah's return? And get away from my door. Well, if you half dead motherfucker, yeah. You see all other people extreme, radical. You don't see no Muslims on the internet talking crazy. All you see is the other people talking crazy. So, yeah, that's another, and Islam is the truth too. Yeah, it's the truth. But once they, get to reading and doing stuff like that, then they'll understand. I bet you they don't even know the Masons that they're up under. They Islamic too. Yeah, they not Islam, but they're Islamic. They use a lot of Islamic symbols. They believe in a supreme being. Yeah. And if they read, they will understand that Moses is spoke about in the Quran extensively. Noah is too. David, Solomon, Lot, Jonah, Jesus, Mary. So for him to come on the internet and speak on religion, boy, he done open up Pandora's box. I say, wow, well, not get on there and then, yeah, hell no. Hell no. Draco, Jacob, what up, though, Draco? Nah, you good, Draco. We just talking. We were talking about Islam and how people don't know nothing about Islam, but what they heard. They scared to death of Islam because white supremacy scared to death of Islam. Because white supremacy, the last war, they took an L to Islam. Yep. Yep, they took an L. They took a loss. So they made sure that whatever they did to the nation of Islam, they made sure that they don't talk about violence. I don't know what they did to the nation, but they made sure that them folk don't talk about. And Islam can be, well, the Bible radical too, but they don't read. The Bible talk about chopping heads, just like the Quran talk about chopping heads. But one thing that the Quran do teach is that if somebody smack you, you smack them back. Just don't be the aggressor. That's why the USA, they gonna learn a hard lesson. Because one thing about America right now, America got a hard head and a real soft ass. So which they starting to learn now, since they're being the aggressors to Iran, are praying people. And watch what America do. I guarantee you, America, they not gonna attack Iran until Ramadan, which is in a couple more days. That's how wicked America is. They're gonna attack an Islamic country on the biggest holiday in Islam. So they want to set off a world war. So y'all prepare yourselves and know that you heard it here first. America, they're not gonna attack Iran. They're not gonna. If they do something, they're gonna wait till Ramadan. Watch. Watch what I tell y'all. Watch what I tell y'all. And they're gonna learn a hard, boy. All y'all, look, all the American, when them ships start getting sunk, boy, it's gonna be some butthurt Americans. And don't feel bad. I'm not gonna feel bad for nobody on them boats, nobody in the U.S. Navy, nobody in the U.S. Air Force when they start losing lives. Yep. I ain't gonna feel sorry for none of them. Because that's just exactly what their asses get. Yep. You go looking for trouble, you just might find it. So if they attack Iran, they're gonna do it on Ramadan, and it's gonna be the start. It's gonna be the start. So my thoughts on Search for Uhuru, big salute, Donna Samir. Islam, shit, been saving the world. Shit, Islam been saving black men in America. Big salute to the Nation of Islam too. One thing I can say, they've been the saviors of black folk all over America. Not the church. You know, you go to church in America, the preacher got a Benz in the pulpit nowadays. Shit, you go to church in America, boy, the preacher, they'll lock the doors on you until you leave a donation. So I'm just glad that God was able to take the veil off my eyes, snatch me up by my forelocks out of the darkness and into the light. And into the light. Oh, I'm so thankful. And bless me. I asked for, all I asked God for, I said, God, man, just give me some confirmation. Let me be your power tool. Drape me up and drip me out in your armor. So God made me his power tool. GPT, baby. Draped up and dripped out in the armor of God. And we keep it G code. Hold on, let me keep it G code. No, I don't pray to these stones, but this is my confirmation that I'm one of God's chosen. This is God confirmation to me. I'm just letting y'all know this is how I know. And for the people that's been watching, shit, y'all see it. Y'all seen it. When I didn't have none of this, I was still learning. So y'all watch the God of Islam work through a man right here in your face. You could run the videos back. Yep. On both my channels. I'm finna crank up the other channel. That's gonna be the straight business channel though. I'm finna start cranking that up. I think what I'm gonna do on that channel, I think we're gonna do straight panels to talk business and economics. Global business and global economics. Yeah, I think we're gonna use that channel just strictly for that. Yeah, this channel will come on here and we'll talk freely, talk shit, play with the trolls a little bit. Yep. So, with that being said, chat, happy Good Friday, man. Y'all get y'all prayers in. I'm gonna try to come back a little later on to check on y'all, make sure y'all all right. Y'all leave me some comments. Talk to me, chat. Y'all know I talk back. And y'all stay tuned. Y'all stay tuned, chat. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Subscribe. And come through. Engage, interact anytime. You know, conversation be pretty much open. You know, I love interacting and engaging with my chat. See, my chat talk to me because they know I talk back. So salute to my chat. Salute to St. James. Salute to Daniel Berry, Tough Woman, Draco Jacob, Zoe, Tough Woman. Big salute to everybody that tuned in, tapped in. You too, Tough Woman. And I love y'all, chat. And blessings on y'all weekend. May y'all weekend and your upcoming week be full of blessings and stress-free. And keep striving for greatness. Yeah, keep striving for greatness, chat. Stay focused on your quest for success. Yes, stay focused on your quest for success and keep your prayers strong. Now, if you're not praying to the God of Moses, Noah, Jesus, and Mary, I can't help you. But if you're praying to the God of Moses, Noah, Jesus, and Mary, I'm with you all the way. So I love you, chat. Blessings to you too, Draco. Big salute, chat. Love y'all, chat. And y'all stay tuned. Y'all know we'll be back.